I thought you were overtaking me.
Okay.
And I hesitated because it was clear and I started turning.
I got it.
This is a great video that shows what can happen on the roads when you focus your attention in the wrong place. It should be obvious to everybody that the car that was in front of the camera bike is at fault for this collision. They turned across the road without warning into the path of the preceding vehicle that was travelling in the opposite direction. The driver in front of the camera bike said that she was thinking that the camera bike was going to overtake, so she hesitated. What I think she meant by that was that she was focusing her attention on the camera bike rather than what was happening in front of her. She forgot to check that it was clear in front and turned across the path of the preceding vehicle in the other direction, which resulted in the collision. A fair few people tagged me in this video to ask what happens when it's insurer versus insurer. Essentially, both cars have the same insurance company. Whilst I'm sure processes will differ insurer to insurer, the process for this at the three major insurers that I've worked for in the past were pretty similar. 99% of the time, for a customer, nothing will be different. Both will have their car dealt with either by way of it being repaired or written off. The claim handler for each claim cannot go into the opponent claim. When they discuss the claim to discuss the outcome of liability, they have to either call over recorded telephone calls or via emails the same way that they would with any other external insurer. Once liability is agreed via communication, they will then send payments to the other one via BACS the exact same way that they would an external insurer. The only time things are different is when there is a liability dispute. There is less chance of it going to court proceedings. In the event of a dispute where the claim handlers can't decide for themselves through the evidence available, it will be reviewed by specialists or management to review the evidence and make a decision on liability. If it's something where it's so complex that management cannot make a decision, then the insurer can pay their panel solicitors to review the case independently to make a decision on liability. If it remains that there is still a bona fide dispute, there is still the option of issuing court proceedings, but that would usually be a last resort when it's an insurer versus insurer claim. There's an old wives' tale that if it's insurer versus insurer, that the insurer will just settle it on a 50-50 to have premiums increase for both drivers to make money. Except financially, 50-50 is a lose-lose for insurance companies because the price of a premium, even one that's seen a 20% load for a fault claim, comes nowhere near to the cost of a claim. Which is why people will probably be shocked to hear that insurance companies don't make the majority of their profit from either premiums that are collected from policyholders or by claims. There's so many old wives' tales and myths about insurance that are born out of people not understanding basic business principles or just having a lack of common sense. Lovely jubbly, sound as a pound.